Hope you can't hear me chewing on this.
Yeah, you got the
sausage.
horse mouth. Chewing on the sausage?
What is
That's
that,
what she
pepperoni?
said. So what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Creative Basement Podcast. Wouldn't you be surprised we hit 34 subscribers on the channel? Wow. It's the 5th episode, I think, now.
Nice.
So today we got a guest on.
What's up? What's up, everybody?
And he's a YouTuber, vlogger, DJer.
That's
DJer?
right.
DJ.
DJer. I don't think I've ever heard that one. DJ.
You do like gig vlogs and all that stuff, right?
I do
People
gig
love them?
vlogs. Yeah. Ideally, a gig vlog is essentially just a vlog. It's just, I title a gig vlog just to get clicks.
Yeah, it works with SEO, like getting ranked on YouTube and all that.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of DJs on YouTube because YouTube's a big, how do I do this kind of thing. So people always look up how to be a DJ, something like that. Okay. So one of the things that when I first started DJing, I noticed, I was like, oh, people do these things called gig logs where they go film their events that they're DJing. And I didn't really think much of it because I eventually stopped watching how-to videos when I started actually working. So I didn't watch any DJ related content. And then I started vlogging. They were vlogs.
That was like 2016, right?
Yeah, 2016. And then I started vlogging, and I was like, oh, I think when you film your events, I think these are called gig logs. I still remember it because I made a video on it. I was like, I guess it's a gig log, but
I think I remember seeing that.
Yeah, but to me, it was just a vlog. I'm like, oh, yeah, this is a vlog.
I think it's like more specific if the viewer knows that it's a gig vlog.
Yeah,
or
it's a gig log. Yeah.
Then they know that that's what it's about, right?
Yeah.
Does that only DJing though, or is there other things in part of gig logs? Like
no, a gig. Well, essentially, a gig in like musicians' term is just when you're playing at an event. Like it works for bands, DJs, anybody. If you say you have a gig, it's like you have an event.
Okay.
Nice.
Some people look down upon that word too. They're like, oh, it's not a gig. And I'm like, dude, get over yourself. It's okay.
So how many years have you been DJing for?
I started DJing in 2009, so it's gonna be 10 years.
Wow.
So you're old school with the vinyl, or what? What do you got?
No. Ironically, everybody's like, oh, you say old school, but that's not old school because a big thing in the DJ world is people who actually started on vinyl and then people who started on like digital, like on a computer. But I started in 2010. To me, that doesn't sound like too long ago. So everybody had MacBooks, everybody had softwares. Yeah, there was just a ton of like it would have been like I would have been regressing, if you will. Like if you were to start DJing now, it would make no sense for you to go buy a crate of vinyls. It was the same with me in 2010.
It's more like a hobby, right? Maybe like a side thing.
Yeah, it's still big. Ironically, I'm in the process of buying some old school turntables and just.
I got some over there.
Oh, really?
I took my try at DJing a while back.
Oh, really?
Or something, yeah. Just for fun.
Dude, if you have some techniques back there, I'll take them.
Dude, I have one techniques, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's my parents, though. I don't think they want to get rid of it, though.
Dude, you know how precious those are in our industry?
You want to whip it out?
Yeah. After this, dude, you can make, dude, you're sitting like on a couple
gold
brands. Yeah.
Really?
It's like those things are hard to come by.
Damn.
Yeah.
And then I also have that's my dad's. I don't think he's gonna get rid of it. But I also got 2 turntables by Newmark. I think that's the brand. It's a cheapo brand.
Yeah.
It's like a starter DJ.
Yeah. Those are starter ones. You won't get much from those.
Yeah, but for middle school, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was like.
Yeah, but for some techniques, dude, you're talking about like $2,000 a pop.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
It's in pretty good condition too.
Yeah. Dude, I'll take it. Sign me up. Yeah, those things are highly sought after. Actually, today though, I spent the day trying to get a new DJ system. It didn't work out.
Yeah.
I actually just sold my old DJ equipment that I've been DJing with for a long time.
So how do you store all this stuff? Like, it sounds like you got to have like these speakers or like.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. And
like
because
lights?
of YouTube, I think we were actually kind of hit on this the other day. Because of YouTube, I've been getting a lot of stuff. So I was
free stuff like from companies, right?
Yeah, but I hate it when people say it's free stuff. No, you got all this free stuff. I'm like, dude, it's not free because I worked really hard on the channel.
I know exactly.
Yeah, it's it's not free.
It's cool as hell though that companies do that though.
Yeah.
Well,
they're able to.
Well, I'm sure like you get GoPros, but there's an alternative motive. They're not just saying here's a free GoPro. You know, they want you to talk about it because you have an audience. You know.
Yeah, it's marketing.
Yeah, it's marketing.
And they're targeting people that obviously have the viewership.
Yeah.
That's why they're going to go and send you stuff, because they know that you're doing it, using it, you know how to use it, and you can actually talk about it correctly.
Exactly. Yeah. So I always take kind of like, I have a ton of kids that follow me on social media. They're like, "Oh, you're gonna get this for free? Did you get this for free?" It kind of bothers me sometimes. I don't know why. I just like, dude, it's not free. I worked really hard. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't just like I uploaded one video and here
exactly.
everybody just sent me a bunch of stuff. It was like a long, slow grind.
Yeah. That's crazy though. So when did you start vlogging? Because I said 2016, but now I'm thinking back, it might have been
when I met you, I started vlogging.
Because that was in your first vlog, I think. The zombie.
You were in like, that was like my 5th vlog.
The zombie one.
Yeah.
Because I got in your shot. I didn't know you then. You didn't know me.
Yeah.
And then
I
you're doing a time
found me
lapse.
somehow. I'm like, how the hell did he find
So
me?
weird.
Yeah.
I was standing in his time lapse, and then I remember in the vlog he had to move the time lapse the camera
Because
to the
you're in
side
the
because I
way.
was standing in. His,
Yeah.
it was the zombie walk, so I was trying to see
Yeah.
if anybody else was doing videos. And then yours popped up or something like that. I was like,
That was so funny that you found me. I'm like, holy crap! I didn't think YouTubers with this many subscribers talk to YouTubers with 0 subscribers, because I had like 2, and I'm like, well, YouTube like notifies you when somebody like important notifies you. Like,
okay.
Every other comment would just be a comment, but it'll be like, you got a comment by so and so. I'm like,
Oh, wow.
what? I've never gotten one of those.
It's like, it looks
It
different.
looks different than all the other comments.
but you've been grinding since then, man. You've been doing
I've
awesome
been
stuff.
The big thing with YouTube, I've been consistent. At least once a week I'll check in. So ever since I started, I don't think I've missed weeks, but if I miss a week, the next week you're getting like 2 or 3 videos.
So you make up for it.
Yeah, because I feel really bad about myself when I'm like, oh fuck, I missed.
I know. There's always.
I don't know if we can curse.
Go for it.
Oh, all right.
No sponsors yet. So
But yeah, I'll be like, oh man, I missed a day.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like, have you figured anything out with like the YouTube algorithm? Like any secrets you might have? I mean, uploading that many
it's
times.
Funny because I've been doing this YouTube thing. I started working with a big company, and that company that's like a big DJ company. It's called Posh. They also have another YouTuber that works from there. He's huge. He's a big gaming YouTuber.
Okay.
He has like 500,000 subscribers,
Right.
so he's massive. And he's like, I don't remember what we were talking about, but he said that, oh yeah, the short term content isn't working anymore. Everybody's like, YouTube's pushing for that long format content now.
Yeah.
And it's hard to say about figuring out the algorithm, because if I would, I mean, I'd be at 1 million right now.
Yeah.
But it's all about riding trends, being consistent, and trying to figure out what the current algorithm is. Because before it was, every single day. If you can get every single day, you're gonna do good.
Is that changed now? Or I thought that was still
I
still
think
there.
What's getting really popular is long format. Like,
Just
they want actually people starting kind of to produce shows, because I think they're trying to compete with Netflix and stuff like that. So you see like guys like Shane Dawson and stuff like that who are actually putting together full productions.
Yeah.
Like they're
sticking those ad breaks in there, getting those mid rolls.
It's like that's what I think YouTube is aiming for now, like 20-minute, 30-minute, hour-long videos. But you have to be able to keep the audience. So I think those
That's
days
a long time to keep
That
audience.
retention
Well,
time.
I think those days of like, oh,
Entertainment.
make a 2-minute video because the audience attention is done. I think those days are kind of slowly fading, because like my watch time now is a lot higher than it used to be.
Your videos range anywhere from 10 to like 15 minutes.
Yeah, 10 to 30, I would say.
10 to some of
because
them are actually long.
a gig log would be really long.
So do you have it? Can you share like what the watch time is on the long ones?
Like on a gig log, I'll get like 15 minutes on like a 30-minute video. That's a
insane.
long time. So
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's awesome.
I'm like, times are changing, because when I first started, it would be like 2 minutes. You were lucky.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah,
was
that's
also
crazy.
on gig logs.
Yeah, well, gig logs is like the bread and butter of my YouTube channel, but I because I'm doing so many events now, it's just I don't upload everything because I know what's gonna happen. Oh, this is the same thing, and it's hard to switch up your content.
Yeah.
And I think successful content is also a little bit formulaic, just like any like TV shows or anything like that. And gig logs are very structured. It's here's a 5-second clip of what you're about to see. Here's my intro. Here's me describing what event we're kind of going into. Here's me setting up the event. Here's me executing the event. And here's my closing thoughts on the event. So it's very structured. It's a very structured narrative. And that works because people have a story to follow. But what happens is, sometimes weddings are, there's some, I hate to say this, but sometimes like I'm going to play the same kind of music. It's just popular music. So I'm like, oh man, this is going to be the exact same thing. So I try my best to not upload them back to back to back to back. Because what's happened now, I've noticed, is a lot of DJ channels have been popping up. And they kind of been taking my format, like 5-second clip, intro.
Oh, man.
And I noticed that they don't do as well. Mm-hmm. And I know why they don't do as well. It's because they think that they're just going to post a bunch of those and they're going to get the views. But the thing is, those are really repetitive. Yeah. And once the audience starts figuring out, wait, this is all the same, then I think that's when they're gonna die. That's why I'm
wait, did I just watch this?
Yeah, because it is, and it's hard to not make it repetitive because there's structure in it.
So that's interesting that you said that other people are sort of taking your style almost for gig vlogs. Yeah. Gig vlogs. So why do you think people want to make YouTube videos or gig vlogs?
I think people see the picture of like free stuff. But if I would have started my YouTube channel to try to get free stuff, I don't think it would have worked, because I get a ton of comments of people saying, oh, this brand, send me this exactly like you did DJ Barr. I make videos too. And I'm like, oh man, it's not how it works.
Yeah. They didn't get back to me.
Yeah.
Barr, how come?
And I don't take no offense, because I see a lot of people like imitating exactly what I'm doing. And I don't take offense to it, because when I started, I completely ripped off Casey Neistat. Mm-hmm. I say that without, it was just...
It's a place to start from, especially like if you want to get into the game. It's a way to like...
And the thing is, like I was saying, you need some kind of structure. Mm-hmm. And Casey had a really good structure. It was his intro, the time lapse, and then kind of him doing what he does. And I really like that structure, because there's structure in your story, so then people can follow it nice and easy.
And yeah, he totally changed like the vlogging game, because like back when I was on YouTube 2009 just doing random stuff, I used to watch like vloggers like iJustine. And this other dude that got caught in some scandal talking to a stripper, I forget his name now.
He was with the family.
Shay Carl.
Carl, yeah. And they're just long, just holding the camera out, like no cuts, no edits. Yeah. Like that's what my mind was. Oh yeah. What I thought a vlog was, and then I'm just picturing like a newcomer coming to YouTube, seeing a Casey Neistat vlog. It's like, oh, that's a vlog. Holy crap, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Compared to like what it was back in the day.
Yeah,
like,
and. When I started this, I was like, all right, so I guess this is something I have to do every day now. That's going to be my life. And I was like, holy, this is hard. It is so hard.
Yeah. You need so much energy even just to like get up and do that all over again.
Yeah, I have so much respect for kind of everybody who does the grind on YouTube, because it's not easy. It's really hard.
Yeah, it definitely is. Yeah. And it's always like, doing vlogs or editing or filming and all that kind of stuff. It's always like a learning process. So it takes a while to actually figure out what your style is. Like you have, you didn't just get there right away. It took how many uploads? Like,
it took a long time before people stopped commenting, you're copying Casey, and now I get like the opposite, and I kind of
Casey copies you.
No, I get the ironically, my sister called. He was like, "Oh, I saw one of Casey's videos. He did exactly what you did." I was like, "Oh, no way!" Because I started imitating his style. We're like kind of on like the same wavelengths. But now when I see other gig vlogs, and I'm like, oh man, they like getting comments of like, oh, you're not DJ Barr or something like that.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
It's so funny to me, but I also feel for the guy. I'm like, man, he's trying to start out.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the first thing he's seen, like your stuff, maybe he just thinks like that's how you do gig vlogs.
The first thing that like caught his attention, that made sense, and was probably the best he's seen. So.
Yeah, but that's the thing, because I think the reason I've had success is because gig vlogs on YouTube before. It sounds really pretentious when I say this, but before I was doing kind of like a vlog style, it was very like, here's some footage of people dancing. That was a gig vlog.
Okay.
I was the one who was actually like started saying, hey guys, we're gonna go do this, and talking to the audience is like, guys, what do you guys think about this? It's like, weird vlogger stuff. Like,
so you took like your experience from vlogging, that structure you had already built in that, and
the thing was, nobody was vlogging DJ stuff. People were
just random edits.
They were just like, and a big thing that's still prominent in the DJ thing is they'll make montages. Montages are not popular because people want to see a story. They don't want to see like you. People don't want to see you succeed, if you will. They want to see you struggle a little bit, and they're like, oh yeah, I can root for this guy.
Yeah.
People don't want to see like a 2-minute clip of you just killing it because they're like, oh, I can't relate to this.
Yeah. Because you got to understand that there's other people out there watching you because they want to do the same thing as you. Most of the time, that's why people watch these kind of videos.
Yeah, they want to learn.
Yeah. So I think that's, again, going back, I think that's kind of why I've been able to like maintain an audience for a little while, just because it's more of a narrative. They're kind of following like my journey, I guess. Okay. It's because it's a vlog. It's done in a vlog style. It's not done in a traditional gig log style where it's just like, here's the event. It's like, all right, guys, I'm gonna go pick up some food and then we're gonna go do this wedding kind of thing. It's like, oh, you're coming along. It's like, I even refer to my audience as bros, like PewDiePie. I'm like, all right, bros, what do you guys think? Should I move this slide over here or should I put it over here? What do you bros think? I don't know.
And then, but not only that, with the gig logs, you also put in like tips and tricks and stuff too, right? Like little tutorial, like quick little tutorials, right?
Yeah. My channel sometimes gets a lot of hate because of that, because
really,
it's new to me, because I've only been doing like the mobile stuff as long as the YouTube channel's been alive. That's kind of been fueling my business, I guess you can say. The more videos I make, the more events I seem to get.
Yeah, I wanted to get into that, man. That's pretty exciting, actually.
So what people don't fail to understand is that before YouTube, I was still doing nightclubs. I had no interest in doing somebody's wedding or somebody's birthday party or anything like that. I was just like, oh, I'll film this because I have nothing to vlog today. I need to get a video up. That was the main idea. And ironically, it was when we went to that trip on Washington. Remember, I was telling you guys, oh, I want to make vlogs, and you were like, oh, but your DJ videos get a lot more views. You should do that.
Yeah.
I still remember that when you in particular, you were like, oh, you should make more DJ videos because that gives more views.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right.
Because you did it. They were pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, they were good.
Yeah.
Now they're better.
Yeah, so I started making more DJ videos. But it's tough because, like I was telling you, I feel like the audience dictates what you upload. And I can see why creators kind of get burnt out because of that. It's like, man, this is not what I envisioned. Honestly, because like I told you, if this was what I set out to do, I probably would have never succeeded. It kind of happened by accident.
Gotcha. I think that's like the best when it just kind of happens without actually planning it. Yeah. And it just naturally forms. It's kind of exciting that when things like that happen. But so you've been doing gig logs for a while now, right? So what has happened since then? Like you've grown your channel, that's one thing. But has it helped like get more clients, more DJ gigs and all that kind of stuff?
The YouTube channel, as I would say, has become like my paycheck, my source of income, because everything is kind of like my I guess revenue funnel is kind of because of YouTube. So what's happening is I'm doing events. Somebody will make, oh, I found you on YouTube. Can I hire you for my wedding? Something like that.
That's cool.
One of the things that I've been doing is kind of I've been tagging the venues. So it's like somebody got married at this venue. They'll search it up and I'll come up. And then they'll contact me. And with those events, I don't have to do like the sales process, like the traditional sales process, because DJing essentially is still a business. Usually the way it works is somebody will find you, you meet with them, you show them what you can do for them, and then you tell them a price, and then you kind of have to wait for their decision. That's the sales process traditionally for like a mobile DJ company. With the YouTube thing, I've been kind of being able to skip that middleman, because it's like, oh, I feel like I know you kind of thing.
So they come to you.
Yeah. So anybody that's like, when on my website, it's like, where did you find me? Anybody that puts in YouTube, I'm like, okay, this one's definitely they're gonna book. There's no need to sell,
because they know who you are. They know what to expect.
And that's the beauty of YouTube. That's why I love it. And also, I started working with a ton of different companies, just getting it's like, hey, I'm a DJ too. I have a company. You want to come, do this event for me? We'll pay you and stuff like that. So that's worked out in well as well. But the issue I'm having now is a lot of companies are kind of like, oh, come work here full time and stuff like that. I'm getting a lot of job offers, but kind of stuff that wants to take me away from YouTube. I'm like, I don't want to go full time in any of this stuff. I I just want to make videos,
Well, so
pay my bills.
Has it like is it like an exponential growth though from when you first started doing the gig logs?
Oh yeah, because
like imagine if you continue 5 more years, like where the hell are you gonna be? You could.
Well, that's the thing, because I always hear YouTube saying, "Oh, it's enjoy it while you can, and then it's done, and then it's done." So I don't know how long the ride's gonna be, and then once it's over, then I kind of want to have something to fall back on.
Okay.
My biggest thing is I don't want to go work for somebody. But I've been getting a lot of job offers that sometimes they're like tempting. I'm like, man,
like a full-time job, like
full-time DJing jobs. Like DJing is a legitimate business. Like I know $1 million companies that make crazy money doing this DJ stuff. But in my head, I'm not out here to do every single event. I have no interest in that. I kind of just want to get to a point where I can kind of pick and choose and just charge a premium because I'm going to be there. That's kind of where I want to be at. I have no interest in hiring a bunch of DJs and doing a bunch of this stuff. And also, a lot of these companies are like, oh, we don't want you going like doing side jobs for other companies too. We want you to commit to one company.
You're like,
they might
100% on them.
And I've actually gotten into trouble because of that. It's like some companies will be like, hey man, we don't think it's cool that you're talking about that, thinking about this. I'm like, dude, this is
from the vlogs.
Yeah.
But you're like freelancer, right? Like they
essentially, yeah. But with one company, I work for a company called Posh Entertainment. I'm pretty deep in that company. I do a lot of events for them, so I'm a full-time employee, and I feel part of their team. I like working for that company. But I also get where they're coming from. They're like, hey man, you kind of can't be doing events for this company, representing this company one day, and then representing another company another day. And that's kind of where the conflict of interest comes, because I get it from their point of view, but I'm also like, man, I kind of just want to do my own thing. I don't want to worry about
yeah. Like, do you think some of these companies want to hire you just because of who you are, because of the videos you do and all that?
I think a lot of these companies want to hire me is because it's a tough job. It's like, it's not a job you can go to college for or something like that. Like, oh, I'm going to go to college to become a DJ. So the talent pool is really hard to come by.
Okay.
Yeah, and you have that experience already, and they've already seen it.
And my problem is I care a little bit too much. So that's kind of why I think I've been able to do well in the mobile DJ stuff, because I freak out more than I think than a bride and groom do. I'm like, man, I gotta make sure this night is perfect. I'm like freaking out. I'm like, oh, this night everything has to go perfect, otherwise I'm gonna be bummed out. I'm gonna be stressed out. With that is like I was just telling you when I got here. Sometimes I stress out because sometimes when I work for other companies, they'll assign me to gigs that I'm just not the right fit for them, and I have to do a ton of research just in order to make sure that their night is not ruined because of me. Yeah. Last thing I want to do is ruin somebody's wedding, and I think that's kind of why I've been successful in this, because I care too much. Like I wish I would just like, oh man, screw this. Let me just do what I do.
Yeah. Try it out one day.
I can't. No.
Yeah, I got you, man.
I'm like, I swear, like before the event, I'm like, everything has to be perfect. I'm really meticulous about that. So that's kind of another reason why I've been able to do well, because companies want somebody that cares. They want to send somebody out that they know can do it and they don't have to worry about.
Yeah,
that's kind of tough to find in a DJ, because it's like when you sit down with a DJ, you're gonna get softball questions like, are you reliable and stuff like that. It's like it's kind of one of those things where you're not gonna know until you actually send them and do it. Like you got to jump in head first.
Yeah.
It's like
you can say you are, but it doesn't mean you are.
Because you only get one shot at it. It's a wedding.
Exactly.
If you mess it up, it's like that's it. No more chances.
You can't go back unless they get divorced and married again. You can do that, I guess. But not that one night. That's it.
Yeah.
So that's why I guess it's so lucrative too. You can make a lot of money doing that.
Nice.
But that's also why big companies who have the advertising budget have issues where they can't meet the demand. So they just can't find the talent to cover those events. Because when you have a big scale company like that, you can't have your DJs picking and choosing, because everybody would want all the awesome events, Nobody's going to want to do like some like the little events. So when you get to that level, you have to hire DJs that can pretty much do anything. He's like, all right, I'm gonna throw you on here. I don't have to worry about you. It's not like, oh man, what do you think? Who do you think we should put on that?
Exactly.
You can't be worried about that if you're running a big business like that. You have to just be able to go out and do it, do the job that you're assigned.
Yeah.
So is YouTube the only platform that you really use to like get out there for the DJing? Or
as far as DJing, I mean, I do advertising on like, you know, your typical wedding websites like Wedding Wire, The Knot. I do those, but those I have to go through the sales process, and I'm not good at selling.
Okay.
I'm not good at selling.
Same here.
Yeah. I hate the sales process. I hate sitting down with somebody and kind of like BSing with them. And I also don't do a good job of like following up. Sales 101 is like, oh, follow up with your leads. Follow up. And me is like, man, if you don't want me to DJ your wedding, I don't want to DJ your wedding.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't want to beg you. Like, please let me be your DJ. I promise I'll do a good job. It's like a given. Like, come on, I want to do a good job for you, but I hate the sales process. And I think I would be a lot more successful if I were a better salesman. But I'm not a good salesman because I lose a lot of leads.
Got to start maybe hire somebody to do that for you.
Yeah, but see, that goes back to the thing. I'm not out to get every single gig.
Yeah.
I just want to pay my bills. Like I said, I just want to pay my bills and make
do
YouTube
that one
videos.
gig where you somehow get like $1 million per gig. You got to do those like those big DJs do.
Yeah, I just want to pay my bills and make videos on the internet. that would be my ideal dream. Not get bothered about, you know, doing other stuff.
Do you upload to Facebook too, or no? Your videos?
No, Facebook is dead to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't use Facebook. I mean, I go on there and check out the memes, have a nice laugh, but I am not active on Facebook, and I don't even respond to messages on Facebook.
Okay.
I don't know. Do you guys use Facebook?
Yeah, we actually use it a lot.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, not for my stuff, but my dad's stuff. So his biggest audience is on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And
but what's your dad's like? Do you know your dad's demo?
Yeah.
What's like his age range?
It's mostly women.
Mostly women.
And say 40s to 65
that's perfect.
or something. Yeah.
My parents love Facebook.
Yeah.
You know? But I like Instagram. I used to like Snapchat until they did the purge. Do you guys use
I haven't used Snapchat.
I haven't
in
opened
so
it in
long.
so long.
Yeah.
Yeah. They purged it. I was doing really well on Snapchat. I had a lot of high hopes. I was like, holy crap.
Yeah, I remember you were getting like 300 or like whatever it was.
I got to a point where I was getting like 2.5K views per snap.
Wow.
I was like, my little sister loves Snapchat. And I would always be like, hey, check out how many views I just got. I would upload. It would be crazy. I never had an audience like that. And then they did that dreaded update and everything just went away.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it sliced my views like ridiculously. I was like, what happened? Did they just kill their own audience?
Were they all like bots or something? Like,
I don't think so, because like I would post like a comment or something like that, and I would get a ton of like messages back and back. You know, I would get a interaction.
Mm-hmm.
I had a ton of interaction on Snapchat, and now it just died.
How about Instagram? Like Instagram stories, use those?
Instagram, I do okay. I get like what is it, like 1,500 views per snap?
What's your followers on Instagram?
6,000, I think.
Damn, nice.
Yeah.
Have you gotten any leads from Instagram?
Not really.
No,
I don't think so.
So mostly YouTube.
Yeah, I struggle to keep up with Instagram though. I'm not very good at because I'm very particular about the pictures that I post, so it's hard for me to just like upload. I think I would do a lot better if I was just posting whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You have two now though, right? Barr Entertainment.
Yeah, but even so, on the other one, I was like, this is where I'm going to put all my BS stuff. And even so, I'm like, oh, man, I don't know about that picture. I don't know about the lighting. I'm still very particular about, like, the pictures I upload, so it kills me.
Do you post it regularly or just kind of here and there whenever?
I mean, I post stories regular. Like, every weekend I'll post a story. But
film it with your phone, or do you put something?
film it on my phone. I don't do anything fancy.
Okay.
But no, I don't really post actual pictures and stuff like that or videos. I would like to, but I have to edit it, make sure it's really nice.
I know you're doing a lot of like awesome photography. Like you went to Yellowstone.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Awesome
See,
pictures,
that's
man.
another thing. It's like, oh man, I wish I want to do that.
Photography.
Yeah.
You like photography
but
more?
something that they just keep pulling me another way. It's like, no, forget that, forget
Be a
that.
travel DJ. Just go around
Yeah.
so that you could visit
Do
all
a
these
tour.
places. Yeah.
Oh,
Travel.
ironically, I just got back from my first destination wedding, so
Oh,
that
okay.
was cool. Somebody flew me out to DJ a wedding in California. Though. That was pretty awesome.
That's
California?
awesome.
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. I didn't make any money off of it, but just because somebody's like, well, like, all right, come here, you're gonna get everything taken care of. I'm like, all right, hell yeah, I'm gonna make a little vacation.
That's sick, man.
How long
So-
were you there for?
I was there for a week. But
That's
everything was
nice.
pretty much taken care of.
Yeah,
Car,
that's a nice
travel,
amount of
hotel.
time.
I mean, I would have made money if I would have just went for the day, but I was just so excited.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, I remember you said you really like flying. You might want to
I've
be
been-
like a pilot or something.
Yeah, I have a fascination with airplanes. So any excuse to get on an airplane, I'm there. Yeah,
No skydiving though. No skydiving.
I'll do that. I don't care.
Yeah?
Yeah. Any excuse to get on an airplane. Okay, so we're gonna get on this plane, and then you're gonna tell me to jump off of it. But I get to get on the plane, right? Yeah. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, any excuse to get on a plane, I'll do it. I'll do it. I love airplanes. I'm fascinated with them.
I
So what's up
know.
with you guys? What are you guys doing as far as YouTube?
I'm not doing shit on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything for myself. I haven't done anything like this whole year, basically. We've just been focusing on his dad's stuff, on all the
Yeah.
cooking videos.
He's killing it, man.
Yeah.
I always see you like backstage at these TV shows. I'm like, man.
He's on Dr. Oz like every weekend.
Yeah, I'm like, man. Have you met Dr. Oz?
I haven't. No, my dad. He danced
Oh.
with him a little bit.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's funny. Yeah, he's been on there like 4 times, I think.
How
Yeah,
did
about
you
4 times.
how did that come about? Does Dr. Oz say, "Hey, this is Dr. Oz calling. You want to come on my show?"
No, he has people for that.
Yeah, he has like a team and whatnot. They go and scout who they can get on the show. So yeah, they kind of have like somebody that reaches out. Same guy actually. He's pretty cool. And yeah, it's just like kind of random that they want him on there. And
I know, he's
more
like a
than
regular
once.
now. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, his channel is growing pretty good. YouTube
He's always been really good. Like I remember when he was doing the Facebook thing.
live streams.
Yeah, the Facebook live stream. He would have so many people. I
Dude,
was
yeah.
like, "Whoa, this is crazy."
His best so far was 2,700 on a live stream. It's like, damn, dude.
2,700.
Yeah,
Oh,
27. Cooking some food. 2,700 people watching. Crazy. I mean, he's pretty close to 400,000 on Facebook. He
Wow.
just popped over 100K on YouTube.
Wow.
We're waiting for that plaque.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are so lucky.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, it's not my name on it, but
Yeah.
at least my last name is on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, right. Put a little
Just hold
sticker
it
over
like
it.
Thank you, guys.
Hold it. Block the first name.
That's funny.
They changed the flags too. I think they're different now.
Yeah, watch
Yeah.
him change it because he didn't get the notification on his YouTube channel yet because you have to get the notification,
Yeah.
click it, accept it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, now you have to hit 1 million before you can get any
The
flags.
silver play button.
Mm-hmm.
That would suck.
Yeah, they changed those. Now they're like an actual plaque. They're not, because before it used to be like a plaque inside some glass.
Mhm.
Now it's just a plaque, I think.
Okay, gotcha. I know. I saw something that Casey did. He drilled. Well, no, he cut into the diamond play button. Is that
Yeah.
what he did? Yeah, but it was like a leftover one or something.
Yeah, that's not cool, man.
People got mad at that.
leftovers,
Yeah.
leftover 10 million. Plan. Yeah, here's my leftover one. Not fair.
Yeah, PewDiePie, man. What is he? 76 million
Yes,
subscribers.
yes, guys, please help PewDiePie. We have to defeat T-Series.
All 34 subscribers. Come on, you can do it.
Yes, guys, please. We have to help PewDiePie. Unsubscribe from T-Series and subscribe to
did-
PewDiePie.
I did a live stream today on Facebook. I play video games sometimes on Facebook. And somebody went in on the chat and said, subscribe to T-Series. I'm like, what?
What?
On Facebook.
No. Attention, all
So
9-year-olds.
random.
Unsubscribe from T-Series and subscribe to PewDiePie.
What about that YouTube Rewind? You see that?
Yes,
A
a
lot
lot
of
of
people pissed off
controversy
at that.
on that. Yeah, honestly, not to do with any of the creators that weren't in it, but I didn't like it. I remember I used to really look forward to those. And this
The
year,
first
I
thing is
didn't
just
like
Will
it.
Smith.
It's
I'm
just
like, what?
different.
Yeah,
Why
every
is he right in the
year
beginning?
lately has
Different.
been celebrities. I'm like, man, it everyone's like, oh, they're out of touch. But I know YouTube's trying to go like Netflix route. I think
Mhm.
they want to be mainstream.
There's so many.
They want to.
Okay.
They want to be more, have that competition, or I mean, stay relevant type of thing. But I feel like all of these celebrities want the same thing too, because they need to kind of stay relevant, because all these YouTubers are now getting all these jobs on TV shows and making their own movies and doing all this stuff that I feel like some of them, in order for them to keep an audience, they need to like venture into YouTube and kind of be known still. There's like a whole audience there that can help them grow and still be creative if they're not getting on any new shows. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and I feel like it is like pick and choose in Hollywood. So if you're more popular, you might get the job over somebody else.
Yeah, and I can see where people get frustrated, because I think like a YouTuber wants to be mainstream, and a mainstream celebrity wants to be down with the audience that like a YouTuber has. So it's like this weird thing that everybody kind of wants to be on the other side of the fence. And I feel like once you cross the other side, I was like, man, it was better over there. But
YouTubers' audiences, like, they have this crazy connection with them, like, because since YouTube was like the biggest social media platform where you can connect with an audience, and then we got Snapchat, Instagram, big people in Hollywood, they weren't going to use YouTube to make videos. So the easiest way was Twitter, Instagram, and that's their way of connecting with an audience. But to put out high quality content like somebody that you watch, Shay Mitchell.
Yeah, Shay Mitchell from Pretty Little Liars. She does it all the time. She has like
she
a
the
production.
red-haired chick?
No, she has like black hair. She's like Filipino and Canadian. But she does all different type of stuff on her channel. She does vlogs too, so she always does her shaycations, they're called. And so whenever she travels, because she travels so much for work anyway, that she just turns them into vlogs. But she has people there that go and help her film it and edit it.
Cheating.
And I know. And so she doesn't have to worry about the editing, because she's constantly working. So like every day she's at a photo shoot or at this or that. So she has all this content or all these things that she's doing, and she puts out and shares it and gives tips on like auditioning and stuff like that. And I feel like then she just came out with that movie, The Possession of Hannah Grace. Is that what it's called?
I think so.
And she's the lead in that. And she wasn't in anything really prior to Pretty Little Liars. I think she was on like Degrassi or something. But I feel like her leaving Pretty Little Liars, going into YouTube, kind of kept her
relevant,
like, in a way, and grew. Some people didn't even know her from Pretty Little Liars, so that just like grew her popularity.
She wasn't the biggest one on that show either, right?
No, it was Lucy Hale was the biggest, I think, and like Ashley Benson. But they've been doing stuff since they were like on the Disney Channel, I feel like.
Yeah, you definitely build a different audience, because like even if you're like a side character on a TV show, if you're not the main, you're not gonna get exposed.
Exactly.
But if you're on a TV show and start a YouTube channel, you're gonna blow up just because people are like, wow, he's on TV.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. That's true. But yeah, even thinking about it with like campaigns and stuff, after she went on and started doing her YouTube, all of a sudden I think she now has the most out of the girls that were on the show. She now has the biggest following on Instagram and stuff like that.
Wow.
And the other ones don't do YouTube. So I don't know if she can have people back her up, like with any type of campaign. If she just decides to do something, people are going to back her up because she does that connection and comments back.
You definitely have like a more like in tune connection with your audience when you're, as opposed to like an Instagram or a Twitter, because it all becomes like, I guess it just takes it up a notch. Like, because I feel like you're actually talking directly to an audience. There's nothing like turning on a camera and just talking directly to it. And if you can do it well, it actually seems like he's talking right to me. Like,
I know I've seen a lot of big Instagrammers. I think it's mostly like the beauty girls. They're huge on Instagram, but then they try to start like a YouTube channel, and there's no conversion there. Like they don't really do too well. I mean, maybe if they stick with it, they got somewhere with it, but it's tough. And building an audience on YouTube, just from YouTube, it's not an easy thing. Like
a big thing with YouTube is like, I think personality is like how personable you are. Like you have to be really preppy and perky. And people are like, "Oh, dude, you're crazy." When they watch my videos, but I'm like, it's kind of just like a YouTube thing. You wanna make everything sound like it's more.
Yeah, you have that high energy for when you're recording, but it doesn't mean you're all day like, ah.
Yeah, so everybody thinks I'm crazy. They're like, "Dude, you're crazy. Like, you must be like drained by the end of the day." I'm like, I'm not like this the whole day. It's just kind of I'm trying to make the video not sound god.
Yeah, monotone.
Super monotone. And people don't understand that. I think people who do it get it. They're like, okay, he's not really like that.
Yeah.
That's a big issue. Every time I meet somebody that watches my videos, it's like, dude, you're nuts. No, I'm not. So I'm actually really quiet.
Have people like noticed you like being out or like?
Yeah, I actually have been recognized. It's kind of funny, but I get to go to trade shows, and that's like, all my whole audience. I feel like it's there, so I get to run into a bunch of people that watch my videos.
Nice. They do like take pictures with you.
Yeah, that's always cool. I always try to be really nice to them. Like, I'm just so thankful. I'm like, man, really?
That's cool.
You watch my stuff?
That's good. Yeah, no, it's good to be humble, right?
Definitely. Yeah, it's awesome because you don't know how long it's gonna ride for. Then tomorrow I might upload a video and get 2 views on it. Like, it's nice when it lasted. And I always think that. I'm always keeping an eye on my views. I'm like, oh man, tomorrow this one's not gonna do good. It's like you start panicking. I can see why all these guys get like really worried about it. You start panicking.
I feel like that's sort of happened to me a few times already. Starting the channel and then it's just like, this isn't working anymore.
The biggest thing with you though, I feel like you're not consistent, man.
I'm not consistent.
You'll like take like a month break long. I'm like, whoa, what happened?
Yeah,
dude, like it just sucks. I put myself in this position where I try to do like every freaking thing, and then it's like, damn, how am I gonna do that because I have to do this now and then this and this. So it's so hard to like do everything. So it sucks.
So what are you doing right now? Majority.
Right now, it's
you're doing a lot of the 360 stuff still.
Still some like freelance side work with 360. Doing mostly my dad's stuff, the video editing. Well, actually, no, you're doing the video editing now. So the shooting, Diana's actually killing it now. She's doing an awesome job with video editing.
Nice.
She does all the edits at the moment for my dad's.
What are you using to edit?
Just Adobe Premiere.
Adobe Premiere.
Yeah, we started. We try to come up with a new format for my dad's stuff. Try to shoot a little bit more professionally. And edit it together nice. We use a lav mic, these 2 lights here, gimbal. People are starting to notice it.
You guys might know this, but I actually just booked a big announcement here. A huge YouTuber wedding. Oh well, a social media influencer wedding.
Oh yeah,
that was something that was on my bucket list. I want to DJ somebody who's like prominent in social media. She's actually like a chef.
Okay.
Too. She's Jen Eats Life. She's on like Snapchat. She does a lot of the food stuff, like a lot of the the suggested stuff.
Yeah.
On Snapchat.
So she reached out to you, or like what happened?
She's like, "Oh, we watch your videos," and then
that's so cool.
Yeah, so I was like, "No way!" I look her up. I'm like, "Holy crap, huge!" She's like, "Yeah, the New York Times is gonna be there and everything."
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, so I'm really excited to DJ.
So that
her
she's
wedding.
only on Snapchat.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
Yeah. I mean, this doesn't do any well to the audience, but let me show you her Instagram. She's like verified too, so it's awesome.
That's sick, man.
Yeah.
So that should get some pretty good exposure. You definitely got to vlog that.
Hell yeah.
And try to get her to give you a shout out, man.
Well, New York Times is going to be there. That'd be
Are you
great.
guys familiar with like Tastemade?
Yeah.
She's on Tastemade on it. And
so this is her here?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I'm really excited to do her wedding. That was really awesome. She found me on YouTube. She was like, "Really?" And she was like,
"That's sick, dude."
Yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
When is that?
That's so cool.
It's this summer.
Okay.
It's this summer. So that's really cool. I can't wait to do that. I'm excited.
Don't freak out.
I'm excited. I'm excited. So
that's awesome.
Again, it's the power. I love YouTube, man. I love YouTube so much. I'm so grateful. It's opened so many doors for me.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I was gonna quit DJing before I started YouTube, and then kind of just pulled me back even more.
Kept
DJing.
up with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, YouTube has done a lot of things for me as well, Diana. I'm at this point where I'm just trying to figure things out to see what I really want to do. I love creating content, making videos, no matter what it is. That's why I thought maybe doing a podcast was a good idea at this point, just to kind of talk to new people.
I like this podcast thing. It's like it's like therapy. Hey, this is what's going on. Because you can relate. Because you guys kind of get the social media thing.
Yeah, back when I started, I didn't know anybody. Like, who the hell do I talk? I just talk to myself. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, most of my friends now that I know are off the internet. It's like, oh, you're a weirdo. Like, I honestly, nobody that I hang out with is like people I met because, like, organically. It's mostly because of the internet.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I know. I feel like that's the new way, though.
Yeah.
It's just, people with the same interests. You're finding them.
Yeah, you're finding them and like, oh, you know.
You
do that? Me too.
Awesome. It's really cool talking to somebody that actually does the same exact thing.
Yeah, because they understand.
Yeah, they understand. They don't think you're a weirdo when they see you talking to cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Or get like real weirded out and like, I don't want to be in this.
Yeah.
Or
so
no, but like, you were saying within the same exact, like, you're doing DJing, and to meet other people that do that same thing, it has to be even another level of it. Not just like, okay, we do videos and we use this social media, but also, what are you doing with that whole
in the same
other thing?
space? Yeah, I love it, man. YouTube it's been so good to me. I wish I could do more with it. And like I said, it's weird because like the opportunities that are given me because of YouTube pull me away from YouTube. It's just
because of the things you get from it.
Yeah.
Do you have any like goals or anything like with YouTube or?
I try not to settle because I don't want to be highly disappointed. I'm like, man, I'm gonna be so miserable. I'm like,
well, one goal was to get another social media influencer.
Yeah. That was just one thing though. I want to DJ somebody who kind of does this. That's a check. One was also to fly somewhere, do a wedding, film it. That was kind of check too.
Okay.
Nice.
But
so like before
I don't set like goals like, oh, okay, by this day I have to have this.
Oh yeah,
I don't do that because then I'll get depressed. I'm like, man, I'm a
loser.
Yeah. Especially now, I have like really low self-esteem. I'm like, bummer.
Yeah, no, that's
bum myself out.
But like before you started vlogging, like what made you want to get started with? Like, did you have prior experience with video editing or how to use cameras or before you started YouTube?
No, I was starting to get really fascinated with like landscapes and pictures and like I've always been fascinated with travel. So, I don't know, I guess just doing research, I eventually found, like, Fun for Louie, Ben Brown, all these guys that were just traveling and filming. I was like, man, they take really nice pictures and nice videos. I was like, I wish I could do that. So at that end, I was, like, kind of like at the tail end of my DJ career. I felt like I was like, oh, man, it's really hard to get work now. So I was like, all right, I'll quit this DJ thing once I get through my dates, and then I'm gonna be doing that. I'm gonna be traveling. These places are gonna want to fly me out. Ironically, the only place that ever called me was they wanted to sue me. Remember I told you because Yosemite? I got so excited.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Yosemite tried to sue me.
What happened with that? Nothing happened? Like, I know they took the video down, right?
Yeah, I took the video down, and that kind of like appeased things, but they were following me, man. It was crazy.
You had the government behind you, man.
Yeah. I got so happy when I saw that call because it actually said Yosemite on the phone. Like, that's never happened.
They love my drone shots so much.
I was like, oh man, they must have loved my video.
Do you want to license this?
I was like, my years of hard work have finally paid off. This is it. This is the call I've been waiting for. Hello. He was like, oh, we're from Yosemite. I'm like, yeah, you are. They're like, yeah, we saw you posted some videos, and we're going to serve you with some papers. I was like, what? Anyways, what's your full name and address? I was like, bye.
You're like, oh, no, sorry, you have the wrong number.
Oh, that's the other guy. Nah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
They kept calling me, and I was like, I'm taking another video.
Damn.
Took it down.
I heard people did get, like, they have to pay fines and stuff.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Yeah, you should go back to New York and fly that drone.
I flew it in when I started my YouTube channel, man, I was so reckless.
You were going everywhere in that drone, man.
I wouldn't care, but I started at a good time because at that time it wasn't like so prominent. Like now it's like, whoa, get that thing down.
Yeah, we were in Portugal and I was trying to fly my drone. Couldn't fly because of stupid seagulls, but people in the comments were like, you shouldn't fly that in Portugal. You need to get a license. Like, get out of here. Fly my drone.
Yeah, man. There's like this whole like community of droners that are just really like make it not fun.
Yeah.
Because if you really follow the rules, you can't fly it anywhere.
No,
you can't.
There was a crazy fee you had to pay too. It was like, I bought this to fly it here.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little remote control thing.
I know.
The thing that blows my mind is if you can't fly it in places where there are no people, like parks and like places where it's like kind of open fields, where can you fly?
I know.
It's like,
yo, literally, if you really want to fly fly it and with follow the rules, you can't actually fly anywhere because heliports.
Yeah.
You can't fly it near heliports or anything like that.
And that's everywhere.
I checked this whole area. Literally, you can't fly it anywhere.
Yeah. That's kind of why I stopped using my drone, just because I got scared.
They sucked the fun out of it. That's for sure.
Yeah, I don't know how DJI is doing it. They're cranking out like a new drone every like 3 months. It's crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
But I also don't see them as much anymore.
The people flying drones, or
you still see them a lot? I don't.
Not really. But what about video wise? Do you see people using them in vlogs as much as they were? I mean, no. Casey's not really.
I know
really he got screwed too a few times, right?
FAA was after it.
Yeah.
If I was reckless, this guy was reckless as hell.
Yeah,
I don't know how he didn't get in trouble.
Yeah, he has all
I'm
those
sure
followers.
he did. He just didn't care.
Didn't
he get fined for like climbing a water tower?
No.
Was that him? Who was that?
No. He went on the roof somewhere.
Yeah.
And then he posted a picture on his Instagram, and then the landlord saw it, and then he got like a fine or something for going up there.
Yeah, I think.
Oh my god.
Well, he has like what you call FU money.
Yeah.
So
it's
like,
he's like, whatever.
Here you go, whatever.
That's CNN money.
$200, $500. Here you go.
Plus, like, probably just gets him more views. So.
Yeah, he probably makes more than what it actually cost him to do it. It's just for him. It's the cost of doing business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't. I haven't been keeping up with YouTube as much as I used to, like watching people's stuff. Here and there, I'll watch some stuff, but Casey doesn't upload as much, though, right?
No, he doesn't. I feel like he got burnt out too.
But didn't he quit? Right? He said he stopped vlogging.
He quit, but
and then came back and said, "No, I need this for my creativity or whatever."
Well, I think he just got over the whole thing of uploading every day.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was like, "Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna do it every day." And then he did it for like a week, and then he was like, "Okay, I'm back to doing it just when I feel
like
it."
Then he had his kid too, which kind of like kind of took a lot of time.
Yeah.
I want to meet him really bad. I just want to say thank you.
You met Jesse.
Yeah,
right?
I met Jesse. Yeah. Well, Casey was kind of like that stepping stone that kind of made all this possible on YouTube and everything.
Yeah.
So I just want to meet him and be like, thank you. But I watch his videos religiously, and he's like, don't come here. Don't. Yeah. So I'm like kind of respect this. See, I watch the videos. So I'm hoping one day I'm like at an airport. And he's like, hey, what's up, man?
Yeah.
Right. It has to be
like,
organic. Cause,
yeah.
Obviously we're so close to New York City. I can obviously just go, but I don't want to do that because he's always like, don't do
that.
Yeah.
It's got to be creepy.
Well,
like
having people outside.
To not know who it is.
I get calls.
You get
from my viewers.
They got your number?
Oh, like your business number that you have out?
They find my number and then they call me, and it happens a lot, and I get really weirded out by them. Like, oh man, please don't call me. Please don't call me. But I get a lot of calls.
Yeah, because you don't know who it is. Like, you don't know.
Yeah, the problem is that they're like, hey man, it's John. And
I'm like, John who?
Who the hell is John? and I don't want to offend nobody. I'm like, oh, maybe it is that John that I know. I'm like, hey, what's up, John? How are you? He's like, hey man,
I'm your number one fan.
I need some help with this speaker. I'm like, dude, I'm not tech support. I don't even own this speaker. I've never even had it. Like, people call me for tech support. It's crazy.
That's weird.
God, wow.
Yeah, I get a lot of those calls. A lot of like people calling me, and it's not. I want to be humble about it. I'm like, I'm just thank you, but please don't call me.
I know, but I feel like we put ourselves out on social media, and then you gain an audience. But I feel like sometimes specific people within that audience think that you need to be available at all times to them.
Yeah.
For whatever they need, just because you put yourself out there.
Yeah.
They don't really realize that this isn't your everyday and this isn't all you do.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't make sense to some people, I feel like.
And sometimes I get bummed out. Like the other day I got a guy who was like, man, you're messed up for not answering my messages. And I'm like, dude, and it's like at that point I'm like, what am I gonna do? Like his message had been sitting there for like a week and I never even saw it because on Instagram it has like messages, and then it's like the other folder. the other folder is like filled, and I don't go into it. And then I was going through it the other day. Every now and then I'll just kind of go through it and try to answer questions. Hey man, sorry for the late response. Trying to get back to everybody, but it just got me down. It was like, hey man, just think it's not cool that you're not humble and stuff like that. And I'm like, I always feel like I owe my audience because I'm just so thankful for them. And
yeah, you just got to remember you're one person. And you have all these other people.
You don't have a team. Yeah. You don't have a team. That's a big audience, and it's a lot of time. Like, you don't think that, okay, let me check my other folder. Like you said, it's so many messages that you could probably like spend hours just getting back to not even like 10% of it. You know what I mean? Like you can't. There's like absolutely no way. And I don't think people really realize that. It's not like you're just doing your gig and that's it. It's like, no, you're filming. You're also strategizing, and then you're editing to put it together. Then you're doing voiceovers. Then you're doing all this stuff that takes up your whole day. Yeah. It's not like you're constantly on your phone ready to respond to everyone. And I just feel like some people that don't do it don't get that. Yeah. And then they get offended by it.
Yeah. I always feel so bad. Like every now and then they'll be like, hey man, you're messed up for not answering me.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to hear that.
I did a live stream. One day. I think some guy was trolling. He was like, man, I told you that my mom had cancer and you didn't answer me. I was like, what? This is crazy. I didn't even know this. Like, I don't know where you sent me that message. Yeah. Because on top of email, the YouTube comments, Facebook too, but Facebook is like, if you send me a message on Facebook, it's like, it's definitely not getting responded to.
Yeah.
There's so many platforms. Don't use it.
I know, there's so many platforms to look through.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's like, and then you also want to be on all those platforms, depending on what you want to really do. But you probably should be on these top platforms and posting regularly.
I mean, in an ideal world, I would be on every single one. It's just so hard. It's a one man team.
Of course,
yeah, because you can't just upload the same thing on all of them. They all work differently, so it's like you have to think about all of that and edit everything to each specific platform. Yeah, it's a lot.
And Instagram I've done okay with because it kind of works hand in hand with my YouTube channel. I come like at the end of the video, like, hey, if you want to see behind the scenes of the day, check out Instagram. Yeah. So that's kind of how I've been able to build an audience.
For stories.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
Are you gonna jump on IGTV? Do anything with that yet?
I don't think so. I think it was a failure.
You think so? Okay.
I don't click it at all. I don't know anybody that clicks it.
I mean, we want to start posting my dad's stuff on IG stories, IGTV, but shoot the content specific for it, so vertical and whatnot. Yeah. So we have to go back and kind of re-shoot a lot of stuff, re-edit a lot of stuff.
Yeah, so like for the format that we have now is specifically for YouTube, we can't just go back and then turn our cameras vertical and get the same shots because everything was mixed in already.
That girl, Jen, which I'm going to be doing her wedding, she does, they film it in 4K, and then they kind of crop in.
Okay. So they probably shoot a little bit wider too, right?
Yeah, they shoot wider. And then
she told, like, how...
Yeah, I went to their house, and I was like, oh, so this is the studio. Because as soon as she contacted me, I started binge watching her stuff.
Nice.
And I was like, oh, man, you guys get really nice shots. She was like, yeah, we film a wide shot, and then we kind of come in. And they do it at home, too. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. They get those overhead shots. You got to get those overhead shots for cooking.
Yeah.
Have you guys figured that out yet? I have yet to figure it out, overhead shots.
We kind of have an idea. What I want to do is I bought this green screen kit. So it comes with 2 light poles, kind of like this actually. And then you get a pole attached to both sides and then attach the camera to the pole in the middle so that it's like right above the table or whatever. Yeah. That's kind of what I thought of. I thought that was a good way to do it.
I've been doing product reviews, and I've been struggling really hard to get that overhead shot. Because I'll get like a controller, and I'm trying to get that overhead shot.
Yeah.
Doing it. It's really hard to get. And I was like, overhead camera, there's like nothing out there.
Yeah, it's tough. Because you want to be a little kind of close, too.
Yeah, you know what I kind of want? Maybe like one of those GoPro suction cups. Then just kind of stick it on there, put like a camera mount on that.
Attach it to what, though? Suction cup it to what?
To the ceiling. But that's the thing. If you have panels like this, you can't do that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, and I don't know if it'll hold one of these.
Well, they have like 3 suction cup mounts, so it's extra strength. Yeah.
Oh, really? Extra strength.
You can hold probably, like a DSLR. It's made for cars usually, but Should be able to stick.
The specs on those things are kind of ridiculous. They're like 150 miles per hour. I'm like, who's going 150 miles?
Why are you filming this?
Why are you going so fast? It's good for up to 150.
They just want to be sure. Someone had to test it.
It's got to be over that too, because you can't claim 150 miles if it's actually 150. So it's got to be like 180 at least, I think.
Yeah, a little faster.
You got to have a little bit of wiggle room.
Yeah.
Attach it to a plane.
I always wanted to do that. I was wondering how
secretly stick a GoPro in it.
Maybe that's what they're targeting, like
airplane?
the smaller planes.
Oh,
because they don't go that fast. They don't go.
Fun for Louis has attached them on planes.
Yeah, I've seen that actually. Yeah, you're right. He does. I don't know if it's not a suction. It's probably the adhesive sticker. That he.
You think the adhesive sticker is better than the suction
on a plane? I don't know, man.
Oh, that's a good question. Sounds like a video idea.
Fun for Louis. You want to be on a podcast?
What part of the plane? Because I feel
like the wing.
It does like the bubble. So like the way the wind hits the plane, it like.
What if it snaps off and goes into the engine and then it blows up and it's all because?
Oh my God! You're thinking of the worst. This is like Final Destination.
Well, if I'm
never flying in a plane again.
Man, a GoPro.
Oh my God!
And once again, we want to reassure you, it wasn't the GoPro. It was the suction mount.
Yeah, right.
It was the suction mount.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's bad publicity.
Right?
Yeah, imagine.
For GoPro.
Imagine. That'd be cool. Have you tried the new GoPro? Super steady?
Yeah, man. The Hero 7.
Is it really steady?
It's almost gimbal-like. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty
really?
close to gimbal. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's
so what do you think
crazy.
they did? It's like 4K and then just kind of like zooming in to get that steady?
So the stabilization, it crops in a little bit. Maybe, I forget what the percentage is, but yeah, it crops in a little bit. It's a lot better than Hero 6. Stabilization is really good. Yeah. Audio's a lot better, too. And it has that, like, that hyperlapse mode, too, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's cool.
Hyperlapses are really cool. Those are hard to shoot, though.
Yeah.
I like that
the
one.
The traditional
that
way, yeah.
Well, you did one in, I think, in Asbury.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was really cool. Where you did it, like, around the statue, I think it was.
Yeah, the statue and also that building in the back, whatever, convention hall or whatever it was. Yeah.
How long did that take you?
Well, you have to take a frame. Yeah,
I know.
Cover
but
a lot
I'm saying
of ground.
if you had the Hero 7 at that point.
Oh, it's like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I guess. But it's not going to come out as good.
Yeah.
You have way more control over a real hyperlapse.
Yeah. Well, like if you did a real time lapse, it's going to come out a lot nicer. Like I've always wanted to do one of those nighttime lapses with the cars, like.
Yeah.
But it would take forever.
Yeah, you have to take a photo
every couple of seconds.
Yeah,
and it's got to be a long exposure.
Yeah, the exposure has to be at least like 3 or 4 seconds or whatever.
So and you need it to sit there for a while.
Yeah. And I know with this camera here, the Rebel T4i, you can't do it built into the camera, so you have to buy like a controller for it.
I bought that controller thing, and I never figured out how to use it.
It's
and
so complicated.
I was looking up how to turn it off. I'm like, does this shut off?
Take the batteries
out.
And
they were like, no, it doesn't shut off. I'm like, what? It's always on.
It's always ready.
It's literally, you take the batteries out. That's how you
I was mind blown. I was like, man,
it's this cheap thing, but it works real good.
It does look really cheap, though. Yeah.
I thought I knew my stuff. I was like, how do you turn it off?
It should be something, that happens, right?
It's the newer one, right? The newer.
The one I got was from like 2014 or something.
Yeah. Well,
the controller.
I was just mind blown that you couldn't turn it off. I'm like, there's no way. There's no way that you can't turn this thing off. You really couldn't turn it off.
Yeah, Barr, thanks for coming by today, man. It was awesome. Appreciate that.
No problem. Thank you guys for having me. Hopefully you guys have me again. This is fun.
It was fun, yeah.
I like talking about this kind of stuff.
All right, guys. Thanks for stopping by again to checking out the Creative Basin podcast. If you haven't already, subscribe. We're at 34 subscribers.
Yes. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Turn on that bell.
Appreciate all the comments you guys are leaving. And Barr, again, thanks for stopping by.
No problem.
Diana?
We gotta promote this.
Thanks.
Yeah. We're gonna promote this on my channel, so.
Yeah? Oh, shit.
To the audience watching, thank you for coming. No, it's been a blast, guys. Thank you so much for having me.
No problem, man. Next time we'll have a full course meal that my dad makes.
Yeah, I gotta crash one of his shoots.
Yeah, right.
He'll give you a little shout out too. All right, peace out, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.